I'm fired up, boy. I'm fired up. Scale. Nova, let me get a mic check for everybody.
Check, 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 check.
You sound... Nova.
Testing.
Looking good. I saw them levels going up. Testing. I love it, man. Grizzly, I see you. He said, what up, woke fam? What's up, my elder? You feel me? What's up, my elder?
He said my elder. That's good.
Let's Gucci. We got understand. I think understanding. Something happened whenever I try to post this or schedule this, and then like it went on our Discord as it was live or something like that.
I don't know what's been going on with that.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It didn't. It's whatever. And then then it popped up at like 4:18. It was supposed to be live, and maybe he came in at around that time or whatever. But nah, it's 8 p.m. Eastern every time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Unless we explicitly say something, you know. I'm gonna do my roll calls first. Actually, man, we got understanding. Sergi 24 is in the building. We got my boy Solid White 731, and Sergi, we'll get to your question too. That you have up there. Crispy Rambo's up in the chat. E Ranks, what's Gochi fam? Tent Games, Stanley Francois. What up, boy? E Ranks says elders in the building, baby. That's right. That's the new thing right there. Let's do it. Let's keep it going. That's the meta. All my elders. We got Rodell Verse up in the building. What's up, man? And then P. Gene, what's happening? Gamsley's up in the building. What's up, Gamsley? Gamsley, that's my elder right there. You feel me? it rolls off the tongue so good, right? It's nice. It's a nice one. It's got funny. Some good cultural influence through metaphors. It's nice, bro. It's nice. Let me show y'all something really quick. I was so excited when this came in my mail, bro. Oh, bro. And then I can't read it worth a lick, but Google Translate did some things, bro. It's so cool, bro. All the archetypes that are inside, bro. It's so nice, bro. I'm gonna start doing that for any of my favorite Japanese games that come out for the year. If it's on the cover of, is it called Fatamusa? Oh, I'm a butcher it, bro. But if one of
what is that considered? Like graphic novel or
no? This is just a weekly magazine from
really?
a Japanese gaming like a Game Informer, right?
Okay.
So
how does that read? Are you reading that? Does that read front to back like a manga? Or
you know what? I wouldn't be able to tell you if it did or not.
It's probably all in Japanese, huh?
It is all in Japanese.
That's tight. Yeah. That's tighter to me.
So I ordered my frame that I'm gonna get for it, so that I'm gonna just have it hanging up, on the back wall or something. Yeah. Because this is probably my favorite JRPG that's probably ever came out. It's that so fucking good. But yeah, so Solid White, what up? But yeah, the magazine's dope. Anyway, what do I usually? Oh yeah, hey, welcome to the 80th episode of the Longhouse Gaming Podcast. I probably should have started with that, right? I'm all frazzled. I'm your host, BLAQQ, and I'm here with my elders, BLAQQ Skeleton. And see how it rolls?
No, it's perfect. I love it.
BLAQQ Skeleton and Supernova. Some of the best in the business to do it. These boys always got good insights. As usual, we're here to discuss great games, the platforms they reside on, the people who make it happen, and most importantly, hang out with you guys. You know what I'm saying? A little slander here and there sometimes, some jokes. You feel me? But yeah, we just hanging out, man. But before we get started, just so y'all know, every view that we get from the monetization point of view, super chat, super thanks, anything that has money on it, right? All of that this year is getting donated to our local Boys and Girls Club by way of Xboxes, PlayStations, Nintendo Switches, games. You feel me?
Yes,
So yeah, we doing it. Right now we are a little bit over $5,000 with a goal of 6,000 by next month. Woo, that's a tall
5K
order.
is crazy.
5K
still.
is nuts, bro. 5K and all that came from y'all, man. It's super. Unless we had bets or something like that on the pod, where we individually donate ourselves, like any merch that y'all purchased. All of that is included in that 5K, and I couldn't be happier, man. Really appreciate y'all for that. All right, so that's right. Boom. Hashtag for the kids.
You know it.
Yes, sir.
Trick love the kids.
Saw that Galaxy Xbox unboxing too. That was cool.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Boom, you should continue to do more unboxings, man. Anytime you get I know you probably ordered the wrap for the Call of Duty wrap or whatever. Anytime you get something in, man, I don't know how much work you put behind it as far as time goes, but if you do have that extra time, man, like we really like watching those from you, man. So you got such a good voice, man. You're very thorough with what you're talking about, so it's cool, man. No, he says he actually has 3 unboxing setups for this week. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Continue to do those, man. We're here to support. We'll always like and share out whenever you do stuff like that, man. It's been great. So let's get to this, man. And Boom, since you are a mod, you can go ahead and put your link in the chat. For anybody who probably isn't following you, I know probably most people are subscribed to you, but you can go ahead and put your link in the chat if you like to. But before we start, man, I gotta know what y'all been playing, what y'all been watching. I really hope you say big 5, scale. I hope we get to that. But Nova, what you been playing and watching, man?
Man, I ain't been playing and watching too much. I actually was super busy this weekend, man, after the show.
Yeah.
I had, work. I had to go to a wedding in San Francisco. So
Hey.
that's where I was at this weekend, you know what I mean? But a couple of hours that I did get a chance free, I was able to play a little bit of Metaphor and a little bit of League, and that's about it, bro. Other than that, I've been jam-packed. So I know y'all gonna go in on the episode 5. I know y'all about to.
Life be life.
I'm gonna have to.
Bro.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to mute myself or something.
How was the MSI with traveling? Did you use it on the plane or anything, or?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it was. Yeah, so I had it. I was sitting in the seat or whatever, and you know how the Legion Go has a kickstand on the back. So they have the little tray tables. I put my tray table up and I opened the kickstand and sat it in the tray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the little space, and I detached the controllers, bro, and I was just playing, bro. It was super dope. Yeah.
That's so nice. And it's really cool now that most airlines, I think I've been on one in the past 3 or 4 years that doesn't have a plug or whatever to plug your stuff in or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm telling man, that's the fucking future, man. Handhelds are the future, especially with when all the processing power and stuff gets up there to where you could dock it and it still be great quality and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, it was really, really good, man. I was actually worried because I had left here on Thursday to pick up my lady from the airport, and while I was taking off one of the controllers, I accidentally pressed the power button or whatever, and I set it to hibernate.
Oh.
So it hibernated in the middle of me playing Metaphor, bro, and it messed my audio up, bro. I had to literally reinstall the game.
What?
Yes, bro. Yes. All my other games, perfectly fine, bro. Metaphor, messed up. So I had to, literally reinstall the game. I was like, man, I really wanted to play this on the Play too. I was so sad, bro. I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna throw the Hail Mary and reinstall this thing, and that ended up working out for me, man. So that was dope. Silent Hill still ain't working. I tried it. We gonna get on it.
Yeah, cool, man. Yep. I'm so happy you got a handheld, bro. I really am. So you can see like how your gaming pattern probably changes, you know, like, yeah, that's dope, man. And Scale gonna be there next year, baby. He gonna be there next year. I can't wait. So Scale, what you been playing and watching?
As far as watching, I haven't been watching too much. I watched episode 5 of The Penguin. I enjoyed that. I'm enjoying the show. I even watched Batman too. I fell asleep on that, but I did start watching it. I was like, man, I forgot some stuff. It's like it's good, man. I think it's good. There's some people out there who's saying the show isn't so good, but I think it's phenomenal.
Bro, I cannot believe you say some people. I'll just go ahead and say it. I don't know who the reviewer was. I should have probably looked that up, who the reviewer was for IGN, because like there's a weird thing that happens when you attack a site or criticize a site for having a crazy review for something, and then they go back and it's like, well, it was this reviewer. Like, it's not all. It's like, but it's the company. You know what I mean? Right. Like, the company pushes this out. The company is responsible for either raising or like how much weight they hold as far as IGN is concerned, either raising or lowering a Metacritic score by a lot, right? Like they're weighted pretty heavily, right? So, bro, they gave Penguin a 5 out of 10, bro. I was like, what?
I don't get it, bro.
I think from what I've read, most of the reasoning behind it was like it won't have the longevity, since it's like a limited series. It's not going to have the longevity of a Sopranos or a Breaking Bad.
That's which is like getting me.
So
like, right,
bro, it's like you're not even seeing the plan at all. This is not to be a long series. It's supposed to connect with other things. That's like saying WandaVision is supposed to be a long series or any of those. Loki, like Loki was good. Loki was dope, but it ain't gonna be like a 6-season thing. You know what I mean? It's like. It's not meant to be. That's when I saw that Sopranos stuff, I was like, why? And I've seen Sopranos. Love that.
Yeah, love Sopranos.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is not Sopranos. I didn't even correlate them two things. Now they seem like they're generalizing stuff a little bit. It's like, oh, just because it's this, it has to be really related to that. It's like, they can have its own thing. It's crazy, bro. I did not understand. I still enjoyed episode 5 too. It's like, I'm still enjoying it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's speaking of episode 5, by the way, I'm gonna get off of bro. I did not expect. I'm not gonna spoil shit. I'm gonna relate it back to the coin at the end. I did not expect them to tie in that fucking lore like that, bro. Like I was like, because I've been watching this from a realistic point of view on how they do it, and I was like, fuck, I forgot, like. You know, that's what happens, like, in the that's not what happens, but that's where it's at in the comics. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck, they did a good job with that, bro. Oh, my God, shit, bro. They are fucking cooking, bro. Absolutely cooking. Well, I said that so broadly and mysterious. Hopefully nobody catches hold.
I zoned out.
Yeah, bro, that shit. I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, I wish I had a 6th episode to go to, bro.
Man.
Oh, but not
I watched
Sunday.
the trailer. I watched the trailer, bro, and I was like, all right, this is what they talk about. And I totally intended to watch it this weekend too, bro. I just didn't have the time. I was like, this trailer is even gas, bro.
Man, yeah, bro.
Show is good.
I couldn't even tell it was him in the makeup. I was like, they was not playing,
bro. They
was like a whole different person. He still looks like a real person, though. That's what's good. It's like he looks like somebody some person who's acting. It's like you wouldn't even think it's him.
I was like, wait a second, like this is in the trailer too, so I'm not spoiling nothing for nobody. But I was like, he out here shooting the BLAQQ too, Penguin,
bro.
Oh boy,
yes sir.
Like, I was like, okay.
It's great because Penguin was a shooter. He just shot from the umbrella most of the
Right.
time. That's
Yeah.
why I like this. It's like they're still keeping things that are him, but they're making them realistic. Because that umbrella shit is like, all right, bruh, come on,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
All right. But as far as watch Penguin, I watched Alien Romulus. That
yeah.
shit was fire.
Yeah, I need to
I'm
watch
not gonna lie. I enjoyed Alien Romulus for sure. I think it has a good amount of hype around it, but I think it rates at like a 7 something. But it's good. If you like Alien, you'll like this. You'll get a lot. I even watched the little breakdown of it after and everything. I was like, because I was looking, I was like, dang, that's like from this one. I was like, oh, dang, that's an ode to this. I was like, that. It was so many odes to the other, like the original and Prometheus. All those too. It's like it's well in line. So if you guys like Alien series, then you guys will like Alien Romulus for sure.
Where does it line up?
It takes place after original Alien, so like it takes like 20 years after the original Alien film, and then Prometheus is the prequel, so that's like way before. But yeah,
Prometheus was one of my favorites, bro.
Bro, that's one of my favorites. People did not like that shit when it came out.
That shit was weird, bro. I was like, this is fucking gas, bro.
I was like, this is great. It was a good movie, and then spoiler, but this is old now. It's like it didn't even nobody even knew it was an Alien movie when it was announced.
Exactly.
Like that's what got me. I was like, oh shit, I was tripping, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fire. I was like, how did they do that? They made a whole movie and didn't say nothing until the end. But if you watch it again, you can see how it adds up. But like, you wouldn't guess it. And I enjoyed that. But yeah, a lot of people didn't. But that's kind of all I've been playing and watching, really, or watching at least. Been playing college football. I got a dynasty with a bunch of friends. I got smacked up this week. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We were just catching
supposed to represent.
Oh, nah, it was over with. I don't think I only scored once. I think he had like 30 something. He was using South Carolina and dropping bombs, bro. It was crazy. But yeah, I played some of that. Sparking Zero, still playing that. Still difficult, but good. Still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Metaphor, lot of metaphor. I am getting cooked right now. Like I am getting thoroughly smacked up. Like I need help. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I still need. There's so much now. Like this, like the point in the game that I'm at is like there's just so much more you can do now. And if you don't have the strategy down, I think I almost got the strategy down. But this fucking, I'm just saying, I'm gonna just give you. It's a dragon, but I ain't gonna say which one's multiple. But this one is, when I say, boy, it's cranking me the fuck up. Like it's something I've never even like, and it's, boy, I need help. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna say where I'm at so I can get some it's like I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna look it up, but like it's to that point where I did not, the difficulty is it's challenging, but it never feels like it's out of line. This one feels kind of out of line. I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple times I'm like, all right, bro. Like, are you serious? I'm getting knocked. Like, I can't do nothing. If I mess up one time.
Oh yeah, one time, bro.
One time.
And bro, don't miss.
Bro, I'll start the whole thing over if I miss. It's like, come on, bro.
Dang.
Come on, you can't miss right now. It's like we will die. Like everything is so calculated, even to the health. It's like, okay, I know they're gonna hit me like this, so I'm about to just heal up hardcore. It's like, you have your strategy. But I say all to say the game is still amazing. It's just I'm at a very difficult point, and I say it's a good segue to my next game, which is a Sonic X Shadows Generations. I copped that. I'm playing the Shadow version, and I say that to segue because I need a palate cleanser because that shit is so tough.
Yeah.
So I need something to cleanse that and something fun, you know what I mean? And hey, I ain't gonna front. This game is fun. Like I've been having a kind of a great time playing Sonic and Shadow because I haven't. It's really just Sonic Generations, and then you get like a Shadow version as well as a separate game. And I've just been the Shadow one, but I haven't played Sonic Generations either. So I'm gonna save that for when I get a handheld. But I will knock this Shadow version out just to be on point with what's going out. But like, it's fun, man. If you like Sonic games, you'll love this. It's clean. I'm not gonna lie. It runs smooth. I wish the cutscenes ran at 60 frames, but they run at 30, which is the most. I understand everybody, can't play on the high. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I get it. So it's nothing wrong there. But I am actually, like I said, I've been into the fun stuff since Astrobot, and this is good. I forgot how much I like the Sonic games. Just hitting all things. When you get a smooth run, when you hit everything correctly, and if you play Sonic games, it's like you always get a good run. Like it's like, oh, I was smooth on this one. I had
Oh
everything
yeah.
right. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah.
like this. You get a lot of that in this. So if you like that stuff, you'll get that. It's good. I think I got no. Oh, I played a game called Mouthwashing. This was sick, and I mean that as in it was cool and it was graphically crazy. Like it had some crazy
Yeah.
shit going on. It was cool as shit though. Good story. It's like it just took me about 3.5 hours to beat. I think I did it on stream. So if y'all want to go watch that, it's on there. But the first person horror story game, like it's trippy. It's something cool. I think it's gonna make a little noise as far as those type of games this year
Yeah.
in that genre. In its lane, it's gonna make noise type of
Okay.
thing. So
It's called mouth
yeah,
washing.
mouth washing.
Okay.
And it plays all into it. And I'll say the music on it though is fire. Even if y'all if y'all can go check out my stream, just at least listen to the intro for a little bit. It's nice. I was on there like, okay. Yeah, it's fire. But yeah, it's kind of all I've been watching and playing.
Cool, man. Let me see. I had somebody up here say, related to Penguin, the game adaptation newscast, that I haven't been looking forward to a new episode like this since Last of Us. Bro, I feel like Sundays are back. It's like my Game of Thrones Sundays, bro. It's like, it's like, oh yeah, I know what I'm watching, baby.
I watched that with me and my girlfriend watch it, and she was just like, what time does it come out?
Yes. One of us. The Black John said, I haven't touched Sparking Zero since last week. I'm locked in on Metaphor. And then Lucius Augustus, he said, the legendary dragons are rough, but I can help you out. Referring to you or whatever. He also said Sega is cooking. Listen, if they don't win Publisher of the Year this year, Shin Megami Tensei, they had P3 Reloaded, they had Tactics.
Wait, no, it's Sega. I'm sorry, my bad.
P5 Tactics, Infinite Wealth. Metaphor. They've Unicorn Overlord. They've cooked 100%, bro. 100%, bro.
Definitely.
What up, Vic? Good to see you here, man. We got Splint in the building as well. I say too much. I need to stop. Sound like Obama. Back to the news. So I've been watching. I've been watching ReZero, trying to get back into that. This is a cool little anime. And yeah, Penguin episode 5. I don't know. Oh, watched the Birds yesterday with the twins. That was cool.
Birds.
Mm-hmm. Like the old school
Hitchcock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They fucking dug it too. Yeah,
it's good. It's one of the first horror movies with no music too. It just plays ambiance. That was a cool.
I didn't even see how many birds were injured while filming that.
Bro, I was back in the day too, so it was a little different.
Did somebody get attacked at the gas station? If I remember correctly, they was out there pumping gas or something. Birds just came through.
They need
in the movie
that somehow.
Yeah, bro, and like going inside the houses, bro. Like, some of it was not. Some of like the background you could tell was like CGI-esque, right? But like some of that shit, they was using birds, bro. Real birds flying through that crib, bro. I'm sure some of them birds got fucked up.
That's a fucking classic in the horror genre too. Like
I
remember seeing that like this, even when it was like, if I can imagine seeing that when it first dropped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing was like that when it first, bro. That shit was probably scary. That shit would have me scared of birds. I respect birds a lot more because of that.
100%.
Sure.
It's like, I know y'all could fuck me up in mass numbers, bro.
If they wanted to, for real. It's millions of them, bro. For real.
I mean, they saved the world in was it World of Wars, or what was that movie called where them aliens came? and then the birds were the ones that
World.
defeated. Yeah.
Was that it was the birds on that one?
Yeah, the birds killed the aliens that came or whatever. And yeah, it's a spoiler. The movie's like 15 fucking years old.
That shit old.
Yeah. For anybody in the chat. Newscast said the female actress was terrorized during the making of it. Bro, it's crazy how like even like when you like listen to like things like in the past, like with Oz, right? Like how many of them got fucked up, right?
For sure.
Like it's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm sure she was terrorized, bro. Yeah.
Definitely.
All for the art, man. All for the art, they say. But playing wise, man, I just been playing Metaphor, baby. You feel me? I've been playing this absolute masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? For all my elders in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Spam W. You feel me? All my elders. Yeah, the game's hard, bro. Like I'm starting to get upset. To where like it's like, all right. Like I know I've only been playing for like fucking 2 hours, bro. But I gotta put it down, bro. And come back later. I was going through this dungeon a while back, bro, and every time I try to hit the dungeon, you know, the weather thing, right? I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, it's too difficult without me being able to exploit weaknesses, right? Like even just the regular ass dudes in there, right?
Yeah.
And then I would come out and I was like, all right, let me rest for a day. Let me tell you how upset I was. Rest for a day, come back. And, you know, this shit takes time. Still, the weather's fucked up. I did it 5 days in a row. Weather still fucked up. I went back to my last save, bro. I wasted like an hour of my time. Like, and even like on the fourth one, I was like, man, fuck this. I just wasted 4 days trying to do this. And then I was like, let me just see on this 5th day if it'll work. Nope. It was like, no, bro, it's always hot here. Oh my gosh, bro.
It's tough, man.
It's so hard, bro. But it's such a good game to where like it makes me upset because like I want to progress in the story, right?
Oh, same. I am thoroughly glued in at this point. I like what's happening. It's nuts,
bro. It just keeps on raising the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like Brandon Sanderson levels of world building, bro. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Yeah. But yeah, game of the year, man. I'm calling it. Give a fuck what anybody else says. Every game that you throw at me, I could pinpoint why Metaphor's better. Objectively. I'm just kidding. All right, man. Let's go ahead and hit up the first topic, man. We got 3 things we're talking about today, guys. Sony trying to paywall Crimson Desert, the latest Silent Hill 2 patch that's causing some issues, and then Prince of Persia, man, the dev team. Yeah. So let's go ahead and Scale. You got the first topic, man. Hit us up.
I do. It's a little lengthy, so grab a snack. But Sony wanted to lock Crimson Desert into a timed PlayStation exclusivity deal, but Pearl Abyss said no. And there's an update. The developer actually responded to all this, so I'll get to that. But I'll start with the original story before I tell you what their response was. According to a translation of the developer's investor relations, Pearl Abyss was approached by Sony with the PlayStation maker hoping to act as a publisher for the studio's incoming open world action adventure. The Pearl Abyss have taken Sony up on this. Oh, this comes from Eurogamer, by the way. Sorry, I'm always be meaning to make sure I shout them out or shout out whoever I get the story from. But the Pearl Abyss have taken Sony up on its offer. Crimson Desert would have remained a PlayStation exclusive for 1 year with no release on the Xbox. PC distribution rights would also have belonged to Sony, so you know they probably would have had you do an account thing. The developer, which is best known for MMORPG Black Desert Online, as well as its upcoming creature collector Doke 5 or V, I'm not sure. There's smushed together, so it's hard to tell. But said the offer from Sony was appealing due to the company's marketing power and other incentives. However, Pearl Abyss ultimately decided to decline Sony's offer and move forward with self-publishing, something it is said to be 99% certain it will do. The Translator report notes that fellow Korea-based developer Shift Up entered an exclusivity agreement with Sony for its own release, Stellar Blade. However, Pearl Abyss said that was a different situation, as Shift Up did not have a publishing team in place. In a typical contract, 30% of revenue goes to the platform fees, and the remaining 70% is split between the developer and the publisher, reads this translation. Since we already have the capability to self-publish globally and have overseas branches, we conclude that using our own resources would be more advantageous. So, hey, they almost got it. But as for BLAQQ 5, Pearl Abyss said it expects the delayed project, once set to arrive in 2023, will now arrive around 18 months after Crimson Desert's launch. So I guess they're putting all their effort into Crimson Desert. I like that, actually. Sorry for BLAQQ, but I like that. But Pearl Abyss comments come from the following reports. PlayStation also entered into an exclusivity deal for Black Myth Wukong, which caused confusion around its forthcoming Xbox release. So that's pretty much the original story of what's happening. And the team Pearl Abyss responded and said, in our last quarter earnings call, which is publicly available, we revealed that we would publish Crimson Desert independently. We of course honor and appreciate our business partners who we constantly in touch with about our progress and plans, and we are discussing various forms of collaborations with them. Additionally, we have not announced any release date yet, so any articles about the topic are speculation at this point. We look forward to showcasing playable Crimson Desert build to the media this week in Paris and to the public at G-Star in November. Initial thoughts, I'll start with you, Nova, on this PlayStation timed exclusivity.
Man, I did not know that they take that big of a cut, bro. Like, I was like, all right, 30%, it's on your platform, 30% cut. And then they also get a cut of the 70% if they go in as a publisher as well. So I'm like, I was really trying to double dip out here. And they was like, nah, they saw what you was trying to do, with the timed exclusivity, because that hasn't been working out that well for most games these days, and they wanted to set themselves up for success. So they was like, nah, man, we got our own publishing department over here, bruh. We can make it happen. And I'm happy that they did. So, they can get their product out to the customer and keep a larger chunk of their product, of the revenue, man, that they're going to generate off of their game that they've, worked so hard on. So I think that's good, man. And hopefully other, developers will, could follow suit. Because I feel like having your own publishing department is not something that's easy, it's not easy. No. And everybody doesn't have that ability to do that. But if you do have that ability to do that, definitely try to exercise that. Keep your coin, man. Keep your coin.
For sure. No, I definitely feel the same way. It's a good thing. I like what they're doing. Viking, I'll throw it to you. How do you feel about the Crimson Desert PlayStation exclusivity?
Yeah, so I want everybody to understand. I understand the business aspect of exclusivity and stuff like that. Even whenever you're trying to grab third-party games to make them second-party, I guess, in that aspect, because you're going to publish, right? As a consumer, right, and for somebody who likes games, I hate it, right? I understand how, even from the aspect of a developer or a studio, as a stepping stone, making my first game, I'm trying to get a bag from somebody. I just need to get it out there, somebody to publish it and market it, right? Because we don't have those resources at our ready. And then Xbox or PlayStation, they really like the game, so let's go ahead and sign a deal with them, right? So I get it from an aspect of like a studio that does not have the resources out there, and I'm not mad at it, right? I have a problem when the game's already coming to your platform, right? And what you're essentially saying is, I want it only for my consumers and fuck all other gamers. Fuck PC gamers. Fuck Xbox gamers, or whatever system that's out there, right? And this goes for all companies, right? This goes for well, Epic doesn't really do that, even though they have their own launcher, but it's still on PC, right? So it's still accessible to you. You might not like the launcher, but it is still accessible to you. And the reason why I don't like it is because like people get to miss out on stuff, and then like why would I reward a company that's forcing me? I'm gonna put air quotes on force to buy their product, buy their system, so I can play this game I was anticipating. You know what I mean? Like I just don't fucking like it. Now, when it's your own stuff, right? Your in-house stuff, do whatever you want to with it. It's your shit. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of conversations surrounding like, well, it makes it easier to publish for one, right? Which may be true, but looking at everybody's expectations on what they want to sell games for whenever they typically only sell on one, they don't do very well, right? Even when we look at, let's say, Astrobot, for example, very fucking good game, right? But there's no inkling that it's selling well. Now, it might be selling well in terms of like budget costs, right? And then selling enough, but like, and you know they're pushing out these time trials, which are really cool. Like the game is phenomenal, right? But like one system, unless you're a big IP, God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man, right? Like I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze just to release for one, even though you get the game out earlier.
Yep. We saw what happened to Foam.
To what?
Foam Stars.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's a great example. A Square Enix game is, and especially if it's a new IP. Jesus Christ, right? Like, just have it. Foam Stars came out, and I promise you, the game would still be like somewhat decent, in decent shape, if it was on PC at launch.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm not saying for everything to go everywhere, right? But to just have it solely on one is kind of crazy nowadays, right? Unless you're Nintendo.
Yes. Yep.
What's up, Brizzle? But no, I'm glad they turned it down, man. I'm glad they got the resources that they needed to make their own publishing house and market the game, because everybody seems stoked about it. You know what I mean? The game looks good or whatever. Like the marketing will be there through attrition. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's gonna be fucking cool, man. But I don't like it's crazy because even with Metaphor, right? Xbox had the marketing rights to it, but they still allowed Atlas to sell it everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we'll market the game. Maybe the percentage goes down a little bit, like as far as how much, or goes up a little bit as far as like what cut we get if it sells on Xbox or whatever. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
Just keep the developer happy and let them make their money. That's my thing. It's like,
yeah,
let them make their money.
Yeah. Otherwise, like you're sacrificing that company's longevity. For your own personal gain to push systems. You know what I mean? Or to keep up with like, this is the best place. This is the best place to play. We got all the games. You know, like
that's what it comes down to. Yeah.
You know, like I think Stellar Blade would probably have performed better if it released on PC and at the same time, right? I think that Rise of the Ronin probably would have performed better if it released at the same time. You could take any game that was just solely on one system, and if they took the extra 6 months, right, to polish up a PC port for it, then it would have sold better. Every single one. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth would have sold a lot better You know what I
We'll keep
mean?
waiting on all these games too.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like, because I don't like, I have a PS5. I just don't really want to play there. I'm more frequent on my computer. So it's like the PS5 kind of gets booted up with special, like for special occasions.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, so it's tough. I just, Stellar Blade, I plan on playing that no matter what. I've been said I want to play that too.
Yeah.
Even before it was out, I said I want to check that out.
Yeah.
And once it comes to PC, I'm on it like quick,
Right.
but I don't want to get it yet. So
And-
yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
And then like one more thing is that like I know a lot of people compare like the sales charts, like Final Fantasy 16 came out or whatever, and it doesn't look like it sold too much, right? It's like, well, the zeitgeist of it is gone. You know what I mean? There's other games that have come out that people were anticipating and want to be a part of the conversation for those games, right? And yeah, when a game comes out a year later or a year and a half later, yeah, it's not going to do as well it would have if it got dropped day one. Like not even close.
And it has to come with like a DLC and like be a complete package when it comes to the other systems too. It always comes with something extra. It's like, could have had the game out already, and we could have had this too. Could have made it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
A question for
the
y'all
most
though,
part.
man.
Yeah.
Like, so Scale, you said that you pull out the PS5 for special occasions. I do as well. Do you think that could be the part of the reason why they're out here going for these timed exclusives on these third party games? Because they trying to probably bring some people back into that chair to play it. What y'all think?
That's a good possibility. Other than like a whole on greed and that I say greed and equality with like business aspects too. It's like those are kind of the same thing, big business,
Yeah.
So it's like them trying to get it the most they squeeze out of the juice. What is it? Juice worth the squeeze. It got me to boot it up too if it wasn't on PC. So you have a good point, honestly, because it does get booted up when they do drop things, but it doesn't stay booted.
Especially because they don't have like a unless I'm missing them, the vast majority of first party games coming out that they can go ahead and don't have to ask, you know what I mean? And just be like, this is an exclusive. What do you think, Viking?
Can you repeat the question in whole? Sorry.
So like, no, I got you. So like, maybe, do you think that they are doing these timed exclusives because they don't, you know what I mean? So Skell and I, we both turn on the PS5 only for specific reasons. You know what I mean? Mine's collect industrial. Bro, there's not many first party games, but maybe that's why. Do you think that that's the reason why they're trying to go out and get some third party games to go ahead and do the timed exclusive?
Yeah, I think it's less risk for them, right?
Yeah.
And it's more cost effective for them, and then plus they get to reap in whatever cash comes in, right? Like for publishing the game on their system, they get it for monthly active users, right? To come on board, right? And that's something that you can boast to the shareholders. They also get you back into the store to buy something. They get a cut, you know what I mean, and look at other stuff. So yeah, no, it's very effective, right? Like a lot of people like only play those games that are only exclusive on PlayStation, right? Like so, yeah, I understand the business side of it. It is very effective. Right, very, very effective, and plus it keeps PlayStation in the conversation, right? It keeps them on top, right? Because even though we like to say that PlayStation has no games or whatever, but in relation to what my favorite box is, like we've had Power World, we've had Hellblade, we've had we got Flight Sim coming out, Indiana Jones coming out, a time exclusive with Stalker. But like you go on the flip side of that, the only first party exclusive that PlayStation has so far, first party, is Astro Bot. But they've had Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they've had Stellar Blade, they have had Rise of the Ronin, they had Foam Stars, they had a lot of different Asian games. Like Animal Well's just now coming over to Xbox, but it was on PlayStation first, right? They get, and that's kind of the benefit of being the market well, right? But because developers are going to make the game for you first, right? So if you're already making it for me first, let me just slide you a little extra dough not to put it on the other guy's system. right? So yeah, it's hella beneficial for PlayStation to keep doing that. Yeah, they had Concord too. Can't forget about that. But they've also, like, the one that's not on my preferred box, they have had Helldivers. They've had, what else have they? Silent Hill 2, right? Like, they have all these games. And yeah, from a first party perspective, yeah, I mean they've only had Astrobot, but like the normie isn't like looking at that shit, bro. They say this game is only exclusive on PlayStation. It's a PlayStation game. You know what I mean? Like, regardless if it's made by Guerrilla or Insomniac or whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So to answer your question, it's hella effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get the aspect of it, but if I was a PlayStation consumer and I was already there and stuff like that, I don't give a fuck, right? But like, because like I mainly play on PC and on Xbox or whatever, I don't like being forced when there was really no need to. I don't like being forced to go buy a whole nother box just to play a game because you wanted it to be. It's not like the developer was like, we're just going to put it on. It's like you intentionally said, we'll give you this dough to not put it on the other guy's box. So yeah. And
it'd be different if the developer was saying that, right? It's like, no, we only want it to be on this, you know what I'm saying? But developers, I don't think they really care for the most part.
I mean, if I was a developer or an artist or whatever, I want my shit everywhere,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I want as many people to enjoy what I created. You know, most of this shit is done in the upper room. You know what I mean? Like, it's done by the execs. You know, that what makes most business sense. So I get it from all sides. You know what I mean? It's just me as a consumer. Like, I want shit to be everywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I was very begrudging because, like, I know PlayStation. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much. Begrudging with Xbox's strategy in the beginning because it was unheard of and it went against all tradition, right? Like, Sony's not going to start putting their games on Xbox. Nintendo's not going to start putting their games on Xbox. But you are, from my eyes, right, somewhat devaluing the console by putting your games on other systems, right? While they are purposefully re-upping on third-party shit to make your box look weaker, right? So, like, but now, like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would just wish all games were everywhere. And a lot of that, and people are going to be like, well, that's because your box is doing it. I was like, yeah, probably. You're right. I'm not going to, like, lie about that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, probably. But, yeah. Like, I don't like the Indiana Jones thing. Really don't understand it, right? Like, to say it was January, February, something like that, right? Like, just rip the Band-Aid off and just put that shit day and date there. Like, what are we doing?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, that's my answer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say audio going in and out. I don't hear that. Y'all hear that?
It's botting hard. Could be on me. No, Grizzly said it's botting hard too. I don't understand. I don't.
Check.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you hear it? Oh damn! It's messed up. Okay.
Yeah. Try to refresh, chat.
Okay. Yeah. Just close and reopen stream. It's good. Okay. YouTube doing YouTube nonsense. Okay. All right. Hey, welcome all 145 viewers from all platforms. Appreciate you guys tuning in to us. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, that would be fantastic. Really helps what they call the algorithm. You know?
Old algae.
Speaking of Crimson Desert, though, like a follow-up question to all that shit. Y'all looking forward to it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough, man. Just hearing y'all be excited. And I checked a little trailer. It does look like a pretty cool game, though.
Yeah, it looks like It looks really polished. I like the art direction a lot of these games are going in. Like the art direction looks very good. I know it's like a lot of samey, you know what I mean? Like with some of the art direction from a lot of these games, but fuck, it looks good. I mean, keep it going until it gets boring. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Keep that shit going until it gets boring. All right. Let me see. All right, cool. We got another topic on hands. Nova, what you got for us, my boy?
Sir. Eurogamer reports on some Silent Hill 2, man. They state that Bloober Team released a rather chunky patch for its Silent Hill 2 remake. However, in the process, it appears the studio also introduced a progress-breaking bug. I personally, they had an update, and I was excited, bro. I couldn't wait to throw that update on the Legion Go to see how it was going to run, because it's spooky season, bro. I'm trying to play this spooky game, right? And I was excited. I saw that they said they added support for AMD FSR 3.1.1, added an option to enable, AMD fluid motion and stuff. So I'm like, this is right up my alley. Let me hop up in here, right? So I'm just gonna tell y'all. So I loaded it up. The opening scene, I don't know if y'all tried to boot it up yet, but the opening scene is the main character kind of in the bathroom or whatever. They're showing that. And usually the lighting is terrible, bro, just from the opening, just the menu. Literally, the menu frame rate is awful. So I finally was I was like, okay, this was running a little bit better, but let me go ahead and, try to load into the game. Crashed.
Damn.
This is right when I just downloaded the patch, bro. I've really been trying to play this game. Crashed. So I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I have 40 to 45 minutes of the game, chat, and all of it has been tinkering with the game, trying to make it work. All of it.
Damn. On the PC or on the Legion?
On the go. But like, I was excited because in the patch notes, towards the bottom, it said that improved performance and optimization for Steam Deck, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. So you know what I mean? I should be able to do this, right? So that's the only reason why I went directly back to that. But I digress. It was not good, bro. It kept crashing. But it says, over on the Silent Hill Reddit feed, dozens of users report that the patch has broken the game's labyrinth section. This is an area in Silent Hill 2 Remake latter half that involves manipulating the large cube to open new pathways. Now, however, it seems some pathways are not unlocking as intended. The cube puzzle is not updating after completing a zone, a PS5 user wrote with a reply. I'm stuck here. Bro. Craziness. The Silent Hills. Bro. I had a similar issue when it came to Cyberpunk 2, but I digress on that too. But Silent Hill 2 remake teams has said an official fix is on its way. Writing on Steam, Bloober confirmed that this will be released as soon as possible. Currently, we are working. We would like to propose a temporary workaround, which is using an earlier save before entering the labyrinth. It wrote.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
like what? They said, yo, just go back before you are where you are right now. Hopefully, you have a save prior to this game-breaking bug.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you first, Skell. What do you feel about this game-breaking bug, and are you surprised to see this bug hanging around after a patch?
As far as how I feel about it, I hate it. These are on, like, them kind of bugs that you're talking about are the worst, some of the worst kind, for sure. That not being able to progress. It's right along the lines of file corruption, and that's my number one bug. Like, and this is really close. It's not file corruption because you still have some file, but like this, if you can't progress, it's not gonna work out. It's bugs like these though. I'll quit the game. I probably would not hop back on here until I don't know how long, because I just wouldn't trust it, and it's going to get the cyberpunk kind of treatment. Not only that, not from what you're saying, like this game has been having performance issues, period. Like just across the board, I believe, which is pretty crazy in general. But it's I hate to see it because I think people are just pushing through the performance things or something, but aside from this one, because you can't, but like it's I don't know, like people are still playing the game though. So as far as how I feel, I hate it. I hope nobody has to deal with that. Your best bet is probably to not play until they say they patched it. To be honest, because you don't want to just waste your time. So I think, I hate to hear that.
Yeah, because I'm right there with you, man. Like I said, I got about 40 minutes in the game, and I haven't even got a chance to play it for real. And I'm thinking about refunding the game, bro. Like, I was really excited to play this game on the go, you know?
Yeah.
But no. What you think about it, Viking?
Yeah, it sucks, man. Somebody brought up Arinkai. Said that works very well on my PS5. Turns out Sony paid them to sabotage other platforms via patches.
See?
I don't think it's that much. Bloober, I think everybody was pleasantly surprised that Bloober actually pulled off Silent Hill 2, right? Because we talked about this before. Very early, it looked pretty spooky. Not in a good sense, right? About like what the game looked like and performance or whatever. But, you know, when it launched, everybody was like really surprised, like, how damn, like, the Bloober actually did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, which was really cool, but, you know, maybe they still got some, you know, some issues back in the house that they need to work on when it comes to other things like patches or whatever. I've never understood, and maybe a developer, next time I talk to a developer or something like that, they could probably tell me or inform me on how pushing a patch works in mass, right? Because how many people are having this issue? Is it quite a bit?
In the article, it just said like dozens of complaints. So I don't know how vast this is, but you know,
if there's dozens, there's probably way more. Those are just the vocal ones, right?
Exactly.
But like pushing a patch that has game breaking stuff in it, like sometimes I don't understand, like, do you push the patch internally and test it 200, 300, 400 times before actually doing the patch? Because, like, you know, when you mess with code, bro, one thing can blow your shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one semicolon. It won't even work. Trust me. Hours.
Looking for that semicolon.
Yes, bro.
Oh, man. But, no, I'm curious as to, like, what other studios' workflow is when it comes to patches, especially large patches, on how they ensure that there's no... Because, like, yeah, like you said, man, like, you might refund it because, like, you want to play the game. I paid for the game, and I can't play it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, imagine you buy a DVD or a Blu-ray, and you pop it in or whatever, and it don't work. You got skips.
Mm-hmm. Oh
you
man,
know what I mean?
I'm livid if that was to happen.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I understand making games is hard. But you don't get any anything back. Sometimes you do, like with live service games, they'll give you some stupid prize or, you know, cosmetic or something. Sorry, the game's been down for 3 days for you. Here's, you know, 200 V-Bucks. Yeah. But like with single player games, there's not shit you can really offer anybody. You know what I mean? You can't offer them $5 back for it being down a week. You can't offer them nothing because you paid to rent the license. You don't own shit. You paid for the license, ladies and gentlemen. You don't own a fucking thing, which needs to change. That's my thoughts on it, man. Like, I'm really sorry that, because you've been looking forward to that game coming out, and then having game breaking bugs like that is fucking tragic.
Yeah, man, you raise a really good point, man, of like how did they test this? Because, like, you know, with regular code that's just doing some functioning, you know, we'd run like regression tests to make sure that stuff that used to work still works after we add some code, you know?
Yeah.
But how do you really test the entire game again after you just, you know, put out a patch? Like, and then, you know, like you'd have to literally go through the whole game.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you have to have a safe spot at every point of the game or something, or a safe state, I should say. Like every point. That's a lot.
Seems very difficult, man.
And maybe it takes because I don't think there's anything game breaking within the game to begin with. Like, yeah, you always gonna have like hot fixes and stuff for XYZ, right? But like we covered, the AI stuff that was happening and kind of had some thoughts on running the game 300-400 times every night to make sure there's no bugs or anything like that. And I don't understand I understand why it's not there yet, but hopefully in the future, because you don't want patches to be delayed for 3 weeks, 4 weeks or whatever. But with the use of AI, right, instead of pushing it to 4 QA testers, right, you could actually run it on multiple 30 systems or whatever, that patch, and overnight, bro, for a week, you know what I'm saying, it can download the patch, run the game 20-30 times on each system, right, and then unload the patch, re-download it again, and make sure everything just have thousands of instances on the game being ran with that patch and see what bugs are there or whatever. Right. But yeah, but you saying that you can't even this shit's choppy from the get-go is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And that intro screen is so important to a game's immersion at the beginning. It's ooh, okay, this is nice. If that shit's lagging or it's just frame dropping, I'm like, oh no.
I was getting 12 frames, Scale. 12.
That ain't it.
And the crazy thing about it is they were cooking the way they tried to do it. Once you click new game, it brings you into that specific scene that you're looking at, bro. So cool. That transition is important, man. Mm-hmm. And then and when you finally get in there, because I saw it a great detail, because at that point I was running at 5 frames. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can see all the sweat on his face, everything, his hands trembling. I'm like, I can see all the detail now. If I could just get my frames, we straight. But nah, bro, it was running like poop. But yeah, like you said, Viking man, I've been looking forward to this, because I remember when I first heard about this, I was like, man, I didn't get a chance to play this back in the day for real. Yeah. So this would be a great opportunity for me to hop on here, play it with some better graphics. Hopefully, sometimes they re-release these remakes with some quality of life improvements because they've learned from what. The past mistakes and stuff. I was really looking forward to this.
Yep.
No, sir. Unfortunately.
Absolutely crazy, man.
Yep. Styling on them heels.
What the fuck? Oh my god, man. All right, man. Let's go ahead and unless y'all had something else related to Silent Hill.
Nah.
Y'all Gucci. Chat, what games are y'all playing this spooky season? I know everybody's backlogged the fuck up, right? I'm supposed to do a stream with Epic Treasure soon, with Plasmaphobia, because I don't play scary games. So I think me streaming one, playing with Epic would be quite fucking funny. Yeah. Honestly.
Make sure you turn that volume up. Get immersed.
I will.
All right. All right.
Phasmophobia is crazy too.
Yeah, I've never played. Damn, I don't remember when the last scary game I played was, bro. Outlast?
Maybe. Scary one.
Yeah, but I didn't play very much of it. But that's what's crazy. I love scary movies, right? It's just I'm too immersed in a video game, bro. I can't.
Yeah, it hits different.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can't do it. Even other people could do it. I'm glad a lot of y'all can and enjoy them. Just ain't for me, Kyle. All right, man. Let's talk about some fucking Prince of Persia, man. This came kind of late today, but from French game journalist Gautol, don't know how to pronounce it, Gautoz, who heard from multiple devs at Ubisoft. They have a summary here. The internal fate of the game, Prince of Persia, was already decided a few weeks after the release of the game.
That's crazy.
It was clear in spring that after releasing a few DLCs and cosmetics, it would be the end. A few members of the core dev team fought to get a sequel greenlit, which did not happen. Then they pushed for 2 expansions, hoping that it would work this time, but it didn't since Ubisoft needed more hands to help on other projects that had a better sales potential, which wasn't the case with Lost Crown not meeting sales expectations. Another crazy justification that the dev team received from higher-ups was that releasing a sequel for the game would cannibalize long-term sales for the first game. Nova, you about to jump out your chair. What you about to say, my boy? Hit us up.
I kind of agree with that though. I kind of see where they're coming from in that sense, because the first game just came out. Like, how often do we get a sequel this quickly? You know?
No, I don't think it was the timing. I think it was releasing. I don't think they had a time on here. I think they were just trying to get one greenlit. So they're taking another 3 to 4 years, you know what I'm saying, to make the game. So they probably came out in like 2026, 27 time frame if it was greenlit. Yeah, I don't think
that would take development over too, right? Because that would take resources as well to just move on to the sequel. Because that same team or some more people would have to then work on the sequel while then trying to support the current game as well. That's and that they could be meaning that too.
Yeah. But what's your overall thoughts on all that?
Man, Ubisoft can't catch a damn break, bro. Like, what did they do, bro? Like, I really enjoyed that game, dude. I ran through that pretty quick. We actually did a review on that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we really put the time and effort into that one, man. And did y'all enjoyed it too? Like,
yeah, that's what got me into Metrovanias.
Yeah,
to be honest,
yeah,
good one.
Yeah,
it was a solid game, man. Like, I really enjoyed like what they was doing in there, man. And it just sucks. You said that they had DLC for it too.
Yeah, for the Lost Crown.
And that's the thing. Like, I didn't even know that there was a DLC for the game. Like,
I don't think it's out yet. I think it was planned. Okay. They said after the DLC and the expansions that then it was going to get canceled.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well,
yeah, but I think the DLC, not the DLC, but the kind of like whatever they worked on, like the expansion. I'll pull it up really quick. But go on.
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything about the game since it came out, bro. Like, so. And those types of games, if you don't keep the content flowing, then people aren't going to be tapped into that game. You're going to beat it pretty quick. I think I probably beat it in like less than 20 hours. So you beat it real quick, you sit it down, and then you go on to other things, and there's tons of other things to play these days, bro. So if you don't keep your audience captivated, how can you expect the game to keep, generating funds and generating money? Because it's real easy to fall into the background, when there's games that's coming out. Shoot, COD come out in 3 days.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Metaphor is booming. Like,
the DLC already came out September 17th called The Mask of Darkness. It was $5. Introduced a new chapter into the game.
I didn't even know.
See what I'm saying? Didn't even know. Like, that's dropping the ball in itself.
Came out too. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it should have been known. Like, hey, like, this is out here. I don't recall seeing any type of marketing reverting back to that Prince of Persia game.
It was I forgot which show it was at. It was at one of the shows we live streamed though. I just forgot which one it was announced at or whatever. But other than that, I didn't see anything of it.
Yeah, it's like, boom, okay, that's cool. That's a good introduction. Let's see some more Prince of Persia splatter. Splash other places to keep the people talking about your content, man. Your game is really important, man. Because if you ain't selling them these days, the games that's doing well are getting canceled.
Right.
So, you got to put your best foot forward, man, and hope that you can make it out on the other end. Sounds like they ain't gonna make it out, bro. Ubisoft is getting hit with haymakers, bro.
For sure.
You know how like in boxing games you get hit, your knees wobble, you get the blurry effect.
Yeah.
They been just getting hit with just haymakers over and over again, bro.
Yeah.
They need some milk, bro. But that's my feelings.
What you think, Skill?
It sucks to hear. It's like it seems like every week there's something about Ubisoft, bro. It's like I hate to keep hearing news, especially because they have like games and IPs that I actually really do like, including Prince of Persia and including this one, because this came out like early in the year, and I was like, this is a good start to the year. This came out nice, solid, it's a good game. Metroidvania, voiced well, it played well, everything was good. It had longevity if they wanted to. A problem that I see is that they have too many Prince of Persias like in the works. It's like they had the Rogue Prince of Persia, and then they had the Sands of Time remake. It's like, bro, how we can't even keep focus on one. And then it's like, and then they just letting it go is so odd to me, bro. And then the cannibalization part, I see, but it should cause resurgence. It's in my
right. It's
in
a
my
sequel
eyes.
to a single player game. What the fuck are we talking about?
And it's usually people go pick up the first one, or you get a bundle thing to get your first one sold again. It's like usually, and it's a Metroidvania. That's an easy first one to pick up and knock out to get to the second one. It's like Blasphemous 2. That's in Metroidvania. I would go play the first one before I played the second one. That's just normal. It doesn't. I don't see how it eats it. I see it in the term of like people would just buy the second one and never buy the first. That happens too. I've done that as well in some games. But like, as far as I think Prince of Persia fans are just gonna go back and play the first and second once they know it's a sequel and they have DLC. So I just man, Ubisoft has not been in good grace since this game. All year Ubisoft has not been in the good since this game. Skull and Bones, Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed delay, and Assassin's Creed was supposed to be the Ubisoft like savior this year. Like I was looking forward to that shit for sure. I didn't give a fuck what was happening with them. I was looking forward to Assassin's Creed, so it sucks to hear. Once they got delayed, it's like, dang, that's another thing. It's like it's thing after thing after thing, man, and it's shit. I don't know, man. Ain't nobody getting the Ubisoft Plus connects. Ain't nobody subscribing right now for sure. It's like I don't know. I love Prince of Persia, man. I've loved Prince of Persia since the Sands of Time on PS2. Like I've been a fan, and I played the old one because it had a remake and it was tight. The fluid motion was very well. I played both of them actually. They had a remake and I played the original. I forgot because they had on Xbox thing for a while. But yeah, man. I would say that it's sickening to hear, man. But I'm also kind of not surprised. Like after Skull and Bones, I was like, bruh, y'all are dropping games like in the worst way. Skull and Bones should have been an easy dub. Should have just been Black Flag with multiplayer. Should have been an easy dub.
Yep, islands you can traverse. But no,
Black Flag with multiplayer. They already have Black. Right then I was just like, bro, y'all just pissed me the fuck off. But before that, they gave me the Prince of Persia. So it's like, okay, I'm with y'all. And then the Outlaws comes out, and it's like, man, this shit mid as fuck. And it's just. And I still kind of think the Outlaws is cool, but it's like I'm just not the biggest stealth guy. So if you don't get me right off the bat, it's gonna be rough. But I say all I have to say, man. Ubisoft, I hope you guys can get it together, and I hope everything is well. I'll be back when Assassin's Creed drops, and I'll be back when that Sands of Time remake pops. I'll play that again for sure. But as far as there ain't gonna be no more Prince of Persias except until the Sands of Time remake, and then we're gonna probably get Prince of Persia 2 remake, and we're probably just gonna get. I think Prince of Persia is going off it's just come into the classic vault, and we're just gonna get remakes and remasters. They ain't gonna try nothing new. And it's a Metroidvania. It's like this wasn't even a full-on game. I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's trying something different, man, and then that went to the wayside too, bro. It's just
I really liked that one, man. That Metroidvania. That was a good. It was a good game
overall. It was a
overall.
very good game, bro.
It was a top tier Metroidvania. I'm telling you, Metroidvanias don't come with voice lines and stuff most of the time. That thing had it. This game had it all. It had everything.
Cutscenes,
good story. I still remember it. Like it had a good one. It could have. I don't know. It sucks to hear.
Man, y'all remember that scene where like it's towards the end where you kind of like. And like you got the water, kind of like everything in the background's frozen and stuff. Like the range, bro. I was like, this is so dope, bro.
The artists cooked, bro.
Yeah, they really did.
Voice actors cooked. Like it was just a well-made and polished game, bro. It was super good. Yeah. Yep. Here's my thing, guys. They was popping off with Ubisoft Plus. Then this game was like the first game that hit the subscription service day and date, if I'm not correct. I believe they artificially inflated the price of Prince of Persia to $50 so that people would subscribe to Ubisoft Plus. Because that's what I did. I was like, $50 or am I spending 20 something? Because this game's not going to take me more than 30 days to beat. Right, so you Ubisoft cannibalized your because you're blaming it on. Let me reread that. It didn't meet sales expectations, but you purposefully. And I'm just talking about the execs here. You purposefully targeted people to come into your subscription service, and artificially raised the price on Prince of Persia so that people could come into your subscription service, and you're blaming the closure of all this on the sales expectations, right? Because what you're doing when people say like it didn't meet sales expectations, people automatically put the blame on the developer, like you didn't make a good enough game, right? When really the business practice behind it wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? You guys called the shots, and now you're blaming us for it not reaching sales expectations, right? On top of that, where did it launch? It launched on Xbox, PlayStation, and Ubisoft Connect. Did not go to Steam. Now listen, everybody knows the biggest player base is on Steam. Whether it's right or wrong, right? For people that don't want to do Epic or GOG or Ubisoft or whatever, any of these other launchers, right? Battle.net, right? If you want sales, even if you only get 70% of it, why don't you have it on both? Offer limited time not DLC, but like exclusivity, exclusive like skins and stuff if you get it on Ubisoft Connect, right?
Yeah.
You get it on Steam, it's $50. You just get the base game like everybody else. But hey, you come over to Ubisoft, guys. You get this skin, that skin, XYZ, right? Yeah. Like make it enticing for people to go to your launcher. You know what I mean? Because listen, the Steam guys be steaming, okay? They not going nowhere. They opening up Steam, big picture mode. That's it.
Yep.
Unless it's Riot, they'll open the Riot joint quick, you know. But you see all these other companies that try to shift away from Steam and do their own launchers, right? Even like with Epic. Mm-hmm. And most of them come right back because the sales on their own platform via whatever their launcher is just doesn't perform nearly as well as having it on Steam. People built really big libraries on Steam. You know what I mean? And then you got the Steam Deck out there rolling. You know what I'm saying? And it's Linux, so a lot of people with the Steam Deck don't know how to put all that other stuff on there or whatever because it's not Windows. And just like ease of use, man. Like I have these games over here and these games over here. A lot of people don't want to deal with that, right? And I'm not it's kind of a monopoly kind of behavior from me, like saying it like that, but like it's true, you know. Um, Even like Alan Wake 2, I don't think like even as good as the game was, like probably didn't sell very well on PC because it was Epic exclusive.
I'd much rather. I have it too. I'd much rather have that shit on Steam, bro. I just would.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I totally forgot where that game was even at. Like, I remember I was like earlier today, I was looking for it. I was just like, man, I know I played it. Like, I thought it was on Steam. I went and searched Steam, not there, bro.
Yeah.
It took Viking to remind me that it was on Ubisoft Connect.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big mistake, man. Like, you really can't force the consumer's hands to come over to your platform and specifically only use your platform like that, especially if it's on the PC, bro. There's too many launchers. It's a Titan with Steam, bro. Like, you can compete with Steam if you want to, but you can have both. You can have your cake and eat it too in this sense, man.
Just make it enticing to come over there. Yeah.
Because their subscription plans, man, aren't really something really to really try to go to their ecosystem for. Like, for instance, their lower tier, I think it's like $8. It's like you get like a specific curated list of Ubisoft games. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so you're gonna make me pay monthly to get a port, like to be able to play a small subset of the games that's out, you know, and then you get to tell me which games I, you know, get to play. Right. Or, you know, you can play the full $18 and they let you play it on Xbox. Like, you know, but you already have Game Pass. So why would you want to pay an additional $18 to play it on Xbox? Like, it just, the business model just doesn't make sense, man. But
the cost of it too, like versus like Game Pass. I know we're spoiled with Game Pass, right? The games that we receive in there and what's on there, like versus what's on Ubisoft Plus, is like night and day. But like, yet Ubisoft is still like very expensive. You know what I mean? That shit should be $10.
Unless you've never played a Ubisoft game, that shit's expensive. Now, if you've never played a Far Cry or an Assassin's Creed, or if you've never played them, great deal. But no,
100%. And I also was going to say, like, we brought up the inflated price, $50 Ubisoft Plus prescription. They all, like, with cannibalizing, they came out with a whole new Metrovania of Prince of Persia, right? Like, so you're making 2 Prince of Persia games, right? Both of them are in the same genre. Like, you greenlit both of them at the same time, which is wild to me, right?
That's strange.
And I really don't understand, like, so nobody should be doing like, you guys do sequels all the time, Ubisoft.
Yes.
How the fuck, like, that is to me a very bizarre thing to say. It's like, we can't come out with a sequel because I get it if you are a live service game, of course, but you're not. It's a Metrovania that you know, 15, 20 hours, like, you're done, right? Unless
you have Assassin's Creed all up in there.
Bruh.
Sequels.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. They wasn't worried about Assassin's Creed 2 cannibalizing 1. Like, I don't think they were worried about that, you know.
Yeah, I think it's when publishers start making that a live service money, they look at all games in that aspect.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't like the sales expectations for these games, like, they need to have reasonable expectations for them. Or don't make them. You know what I mean? Like, let somebody else make them. Where in the fuck is Splinter Cell?
Please.
Actually,
I might have seen an article that was rumored that says that they were working. There's a potential Splinter Cell in the works, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I need to see that shit, like,
I gotta
on
see
stage.
That. It better have the best fucking lighting imaginable. And that's what sucks is, like, we know, like, when it does drop, I think it's probably gonna be pretty good. But it's like, where? That's the stuff we really want. They're not giving it, except for getting X-Defiant, which was cool, but they didn't even get the Assassin's Creed characters in there. It's like they don't, I don't know. Something, maybe their execution is starting to just get thrown off or something, because their initiative, like, initial process of releasing things, like, they make good games, straight up. Let's just
Yeah.
be honest. Like, we all have played an Ubisoft game that we all have liked. Like,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
pretty much guaranteed. But it's like, I think you're right on the live service stuff, man. I think it's ruining because they don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? They come from making big open world
Yeah.
games and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Far Cry, like Watch Dogs. You know what I'm saying? They didn't use live service. That wasn't them. But now, it's just the way it is.
And you can't compare to live service games, man. That's like the infinite money glitch, bro.
It is a
It
glitch.
is, bro.
It's an infinite money glitch, and only a couple of them have that. It's like the Fortnite. Yes, it's infinite money glitch, but it's only like one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's only a Fortnite. It's only a Apex. It's only a Call of Duty and shit. And now those games are starting to run into together as far as competition. Like it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, everybody loved the Prince of Persia joint, man. Like, it was critically acclaimed. It's going to be on a lot of people's top 5 for Game of the Year, right? Like, I'm at a loss for words at like how business decisions can infect or be blamed, like even on like just the developers portion. You know what I mean? Like, you guys didn't sell enough because we were trying to push a subscription service.
Right.
So we shut you down. You know what I mean? Like, and it'd be one thing if they was like, all right, we won't greenlight a sequel, but we will support future large DLCs, like year 1 DLC, year 2 DLC, right?
$40 DLCs essentially,
or
type of thing.
$30 or what, you know, something cheap, but like expansive, right? Like to where it's like half of a new game, right? And you have that year 1, year 2, year 3. I mean, you're still running through that within 15-20 hours, but like it keeps that team employed. You know what I mean?
Yep, and bring that to Steam too. Drop it on Steam,
please, bro, because they didn't drop it on Steam until like 6 months later. Like, what do you think's going to happen, bro? Like,
especially for a game that you will beat. Like, you just the type of game you just beat them, and you probably won't come back to them. Like, if they do drop DLC, you might, but I'm not coming back and playing that. Like,
right. It ended so well too. You know, like the game did. Game. Like, don't really understand it. So my problem with Ubisoft, they've had a lot of stuff happening, bro. If Assassin's Creed don't hit next year, bro, they're probably done.
That's their saving grace right there for me personally too, because I was just like, bro, that's what I want, and especially that one in Japan. Like, come on, man.
And it's not good enough for it to be good.
Oh yeah.
Like, it has to sell well. Like, is Ubisoft planning on? I think they are planning on having this release on Steam day 1. But if like
Ubisoft Plus for me,
it's such a long game. I think I'm gonna just buy it.
Well, you're right. Especially because I'm trying to get a handheld, so I'm just thinking about that too. I'm in the days of thinking about my whole library, so I don't mind having this. Like, oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that on Steam probably.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, because I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just want to keep the game until they kill it. So yeah, I'm just baffled. Chat, y'all baffled, man? Did y'all play Prince of Persia? The Lost Crown. It's kind of crazy. It really got me into Metroidvanias. I think I bought like 6 or 7 more Metroidvanias after beating that, bro.
It was good. It was a good game.
And then like seeing like, even though the ones I'm playing are good, like Nine Souls, Cookie Cutter, like even though they're good, right? It's like Tales of Kenzera, yep. I'm like, damn, Prince of Persia really like AAA'd a Metroidvania, which is crazy, bro.
They really did. It was on like, because Metroidvanias are meant to be played as like small style games. Right. You know what I'm saying? Usually they don't have voice line, they don't have like cutscenes normally, they don't have nothing. Like, for the most part, this game had everything.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it still had your core Metroidvania experience. So it was great. Like it's up there with the Symphony of the Nights and all the greatest Metroid, like and Castlevania.
Uh-huh.
It's up there with those. I think they had a good one. We'll never get this shit again either. Golly,
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. And then, like now that's going to probably further prevent other studios for taking that chance on really polishing up a Metroidvania and putting it out there. It's like, well, Prince of Persia did XYZ, and regardless of the subscription service joint or whatever, it was like that didn't sell well. So I don't want my new IP, right, to come out and then, yeah. It's the state of gaming is fucking crazy, bro. Like,
it's nuts.
Go ahead, Nova. It sound like you're gonna say something.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, man, we're gonna probably land in the land of remakes, man. I really don't like it, but like, it seems like when people trying to do something cool and interesting and new, man, these larger corporations, it don't matter. It's gone. I was like, man, I can't wait to get some more of this game.
Yeah.
Yep. 9 months later, gone, bro.
Yeah, if it starts becoming like land of the remakes, bro, like I'll just be a AA whore, to be honest.
I'll find games. Fuck
yeah,
that.
I'll be a AA whore. You know what I mean? Like, and this year has really opened my eyes to like a lot of like ever since we started doing this podcast and talking to developers and going to PAX West and playing one-man teams sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, seeing their craft and how innovative they are on a lot of that shit, bro. Like, I'm like, fuck, dude, this is like super missing from the AAA space. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to take those risks. Like, BLAQQ would have never been created by a big publisher. Right. Never.
Yep.
Never.
Oh, it would have been a game inside of a game.
Yes, there you go. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It would have been in the new Red Dead. Just kidding.
Too much data, like too much risk. Yep. It was something else.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. I Got Soul said Prince of Persia, Hollow Knight, and Ori are the best Metroidvanias. Silk Song. I've played outside of Metroid and Castlevania. Damn shame.
I could pretty much agree with that too. Ori is fucking amazing.
Yeah, Ori's great.
Hollow Knight is cold too. Hollow Knight is
I need to
definitely
play
the
Hollow
hardest
Knight.
one. That's the hardest Metroidvania. That shit is tough. It's
right,
like the souls of
then.
Metroidvanias.
I'll pass.
Dang, word.
Yeah, that shit
He
tough.
said I'll pass.
It don't tell you nothing. Like Metroidvanias, don't get me wrong, it ain't like a Souls, but it's just in comparison to other Metroidvanias, like it doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
It's
You be running around for hours.
Kinda, if you get lost. You can already get lost in Metroidvanias, but like that one, they don't hold your hand as much. But once you get to know and do everything, it's fucking sweet. It's just it's tough too. Like it just I don't know. You'll see it, but it's tough for sure. But
I think that's why I liked Tales of Kenzara a lot, because like it wasn't very difficult. Like, I don't like running around for the sake of running around and trying to remember. Like, bro, put some waypoints on this bitch.
For sure. And that's why we're spoiled. That's what I'm saying. Prince of Persia had a good system.
They did. Prince of Persia too, yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Hollow Knight and stuff you don't get a lot of that. I don't even know if you have a map. Like, it's so much harder. But it's worth it. It's worth it, for sure.
Yeah. Sergi24 said people turn their noses up at indie games, but a lot of these games are just as good, if not better, than AAA games. I 100% agree, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Mad Jack is fucking fantastic.
It's a cool game.
Bruh, yeah, that game was, they did a really good job with that game. The music, man, like all the 80s quips, all that stuff.
Yeah, bro, that game was heat, man. Was it Combo Devils that we played at PAX? Unsure if that will come out, but like that shit was fire, bro. That's actually, that game is a good ass party game, like
for sure,
for real. 100% indie games. BLAQQ, Nine Souls is fucking phenomenal. Cookie Cutter's great. What other indies have we played? I'm almost want to fucking pull up my.
Hades is an indie, is it?
Who? No,
Hades?
no, Supergiant, not
All right.
not
Iron
really.
Meteors.
Well, I think they might be indie. They just might not be, because you can have double A or almost triple A indie studios,
Right.
but I'm not sure what it mostly comes down to budget, right, and studio size. So I'm not sure if Supergiant is that big or not. But yeah, like Dave the Diver, it's an indie team, but it had a huge publisher, right? But like
Right.
that shit was great. Yeah, indie and double A games are fucking phenomenal.
Dungeons.
Yep. Of Hindenburg.
Yep.
Yep. Dungeons of Hindenburg was phenomenal. I still need to play more of that. By the way, but no, there's tons of fucking great fucking games, man. Great games. Where's Splinter Cell, yo? I don't understand how they have all these IPs, bro. Like, just you can't. Like, can you not just be like, all right, Splinter Cell is still ours. It's Ubisoft, but like we trust this studio on the outside to make us, you know, a Splinter Cell game. It will be heavily involved in the process. But fuck, man, like letting your shit die. Like the studio for Killzone just came out and was like, no, we're not making a Killzone.
Yeah, I ain't that fucking Killzone. That ever since that trailer back in the day, I never just rock with them. It's tough for me to rock with them. It's like, bro, that was not the trailer. This is not it. You are fucking tripping. Like so I feel that. But yeah.
It's crazy.
And they ain't came out with one since 2013 anyway, so I don't feel like a lot of people was necessarily checking for it like that anyway.
Well, I mean, PlayStation guys have been
PlayStation
fiending for a Killzone because, like, especially when Jim Ryan wanted to go the live service route and develop all these games or whatever, it was like, bro, like you have Killzone. There better be a
They should have
Killzone
been
in
had
this.
Killzone, dog.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. How did they not? Killzone is there as a mascot game for them too. It's like I don't understand how y'all don't have this as one of your core multiplayer games. Like y'all put so much into Killzone. I'll never forget that shit. How much y'all put into it. I remember seeing that trailer. Like, yeah, oh my god, yeah, bro. That trailer was fucking amazing, dog. And it's because our games actually look like that now, but back then we were not even close to that. Like, and they were like, "This is on PS," because PS3 was a competitor. It was pushing the system. I was like, could it do that? No, don't get me wrong. The game was cool for what it was, but it just wasn't what they gave us. And that was probably that's where my trauma stems on trailers and stuff. It's like, nah, never again, never. I will never trust y'all again. But the Killzone was cool though. I think that it just sucks that they do their IPs like that, kind of. Yeah, still think Legacy of Kain should come and be a whole remake, but I don't even think that's their first party. But they need to bring that shit into a remake, not a remaster.
Yeah, it's not first party, but SOCOM is.
SOCOM is. That was, and people don't even realize that was like our first. That was literally like our first online shooter. Like they don't even rep that shit. I don't know. Maybe they had like a thing with the military where they couldn't make them games anymore or something, or they couldn't afford, or I'm sure it's a whole thing. That was U.S. Navy SEALs, so maybe. It was a whole thing, but
no, I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to consult with, because it's a federal agency, so you don't have to consult with them or pay them anything.
Oh, damn.
Now, a lot of them do consult with them on like, is this right? Is this XYZ right? You know what I mean? But you can hire veterans for that shit. You know what I mean? True. Like, you don't have to go officially through the federal government for that. But no, you got SOCOM in your back pocket. You get, I don't. That's why I'm in this chair and not at Sony HQ, probably, because they know better than me.
They just need to I want their like Astrobot did a good job showing how many mascots they really have and could have. It's like, bro, just start bringing the mascots, bring the PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale fighting game back. I'm telling you, that is a perfect way to display your characters, or your cart game, of course. But like, if you want us to feel like you want, and you trying to trap games and to stand there. It's like, bro, y'all ain't even making it seem like I don't know. I just feel like if they had their mascots flourishing, it'd be better sales. Like it would just be better as a system thing overall. But brand, I should say. But
they should do
Astrobot
a DLC for Astrobot. Yeah, they should do a Fall Guys Astrobot. You know what I mean? Like have a DLC for Astrobot, make it multiplayer, Fall Guys-esque.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Go through all those levels and knocking people off in XYZ, bro. See who gets first.
It is. Make it live action. Make more stuff come out. More skin or live. What is that shit? Live service.
Live service, yeah. Crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
You know, I got Solo said Tunic, anything by Devolver, 100%. Shout out to Plunk
Tunic
Esquire.
is good.
Cult of Lamb, Death's Door. Listen, Cult of Lamb, I was late to that train, bro, but I'm so glad I picked that shit up because it's amazing.
I've been a banger, and that was good too.
Bought it off the strength of your recommendation. You was talking it up so good, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this.
Bro, I don't fake the funk, bro. When I say something's good, my G, and it might be personal taste, right? Because I think like Aura, History Untold is good. Civilization and stuff. So like genres might not align. But if you like the genre I'm talking about, and I say it's good, brother,
I'm gonna get it.
Brother, believe me, it's good.
Yeah. Once I get mine, I'm getting that definitely when I get a handheld or through the Steam thing. But I'm trying to play that on handheld.
Yeah, I haven't played too much of Tunic yet, but it's got a very cute art style.
Tunic was cool.
Yeah, you like Tunic? Yeah,
Tunic was cool.
Death's Door 2. I think I played just a little bit of Death's Door. I liked it.
I think I played like a second of it. That's what the pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like the concept and everything around that game,
right?
The art direction and stuff. For sure.
I didn't have a handheld at the time too, so like, I think like me playing, I could probably play Tunic and Death's Door now a lot better. It's crazy what a handheld does to you, bro.
I understand. There's just some games that should be played on that form factor, man. It works, especially when you can play it, because that was the issue, is like we just wanted the frames and the quality to match, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but now that them shit's matched, you know, for the most part.
No, for sure. But yeah, Cult of Lamb, I need to get all the DLCs for it too. That game's fucking unbelievably good. Like,
there's just some games I need to take to the toilet with me. You know? Get the numb leg on the toilet.
Got the baby deer syndrome when you get off that toilet.
Be about to fucking fall over. I'm like, okay, I'm tripping.
Oh, here comes Vic. Vic said, you said Concord is good till you got slapped by Marvel Rivals. Listen, hey, just because I say it's good doesn't mean it's going to sell well. Right. Also, I said the core gameplay is good. Everything else or surrounding it needs some work.
Yeah. Core gameplay was good though.
Yeah, like the matches were fun or whatever. It's just, you know, the battle pass cosmetics were ass and so uninviting. Spent too much money on the cinematics that I really didn't give a shit about. Character designs could probably use some work, you know, and the $40 price tag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you need better ways to traverse the map. It felt like everybody was super slow, bro.
As fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the little hop thing they did, but it was like, all right, I'm shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, okay, cool story. Okay, bro. You know I'm right. But no, Marvel Rivals, though. This December.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Did you guys free up your calendar for this weekend?
Or for Call of Duty?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got to be.
Yeah, I'm buying a big bottle of yak Friday night. I'm in this chair. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hop on, guys.
I think
Hey,
the
I'll be
server's
on.
gonna crash, man. I feel like everyone Friday for Thursday. When I don't know when it's gonna drop officially, but Thursday midnight is about to be stupid, and people are going to be checking the shit out of that. Like it's gonna be. Me too. Like, I'm just trying to stream it. It's supposed to come out Friday. Hopefully, it's available by my stream time. Like it's crazy, bro. I'm hyped for it too. I ain't even gonna front that Omni. When I dove off a building and shot someone in the face, bro, I was like, this is crazy. And same thing done to me. 360 diving off buildings and shit. It's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, luckily Activision has like they know this game's gonna be big, bro. Like, and like from previous Call of Duties, I don't think I've had any server issues on day one. Not that I can remember, like getting into a match or whatever. But I'm really curious on how Game Pass probably changes that. Right,
It's
like,
gonna be booming.
how many like?
Because you're gonna get the people just trying the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's crazy.
It's like the biggest AAA game to come out this year, and it's right there in my service that I subscribe to. Right on
Yes,
PC,
sir.
on PC and on Xbox. You know what I
And
mean?
it works because we already got to try it from the beta. It's like it works, so we're gonna be good to go. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just in case anybody doesn't know, it's available for pre-download. So you probably still have like a 8 gigabyte patch on day one, you know, but you can download the bulk of it right now, which is
You
always
said
good.
8 gigs?
Bro, you know
Alright.
the game is 300. And I'm just kidding, but like you know,
I was about to say, it's probably like a 30 to 50 gigs. Probably, bro. I would not be surprised. It's Call of Duty, bro.
I wouldn't either, bro. But I'm definitely I got it preloaded on my Xbox, but I need to do it on my PC too, because you know I like to like sip a little something, hit the keyboard, you know, in between deaths, you know, sip a little something, you know. Yeah.
Does it have you preload? So is it preloading Call of Duty like hub, or is it preloading Call of Duty?
So you
Black
get
Ops
to
3?
pick. You automatically have to download the hub, right?
You still have to have the hub.
But you can select like campaign, multiplayer, XYZ or whatever.
Oh, and Black Ops 6 is just one of them choices or something.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think because multiplayer is like a huge thing, but I'm really want to check out. There's just so much that comes out with this game, bro. Like it's crazy. It's still only $70 because like you get the multiplayer portion, you get the campaign portion, you got zombies that comes out with it. It's insane, actually, what you get for that price. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it's
then it's
like
on
back
Game
in the day.
Pass. And it's on Game Pass now, so yeah, there's going to be a lot to do. I just need to figure out when I'm going to. And I've already come to the decision. I was like, man, only got like 4 or 5 more, or 2 more weeks to beat Metaphor or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The way I'm getting my ass
my chances of bro, that shit is thrown out the window. I have no time frame to beat this game anymore.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get my ass whooped. I'm like, I'm actually stuck right now. It's like, oh no, and I don't know when I'm going to beat it. And that's it. So it's like, and now it's gotten to a point where my Metaphor gameplay is like just me trying to beat this boss a couple times a night.
Yeah.
And,
Bro.
and then going on something else because I can't, bro. It's tough.
It's just so
I
hard.
was talking to him the other night, bro. I was like, bro, what you doing? He was like, man, I was like, I see you on that Metaphor, bro. He was like, bro, I'm actually about to hop off. I think I faded.
Just came on to try again. That's all. Just thinking about, and I'm thinking about that shit overnight too. I'm like, maybe if I put in Heisenberg or the Hulkenberg, and then I put in the protagonist.
Bro, I'll be changing archetypes, nigga. I'll be trying to switch up so much, bro.
I'm trying everything, bro, and but it's tight though. It's like you have to. There's so many, especially where like you probably have the same amount of people as me, if not more. It's like it's just so much you can do now.
Yeah, like I said, bro, you can really nerd out, bro. You can really nerd out with this shit, bro. And I'm loving every fucking second of it. Yeah. To where like single player games like this, I typically won't run it back. I can see myself like a year or 2 down the line running this shit back again.
Oh, sure. Especially if there's DLC, and especially because I've missed so much shit. There's a bunch of shit I missed, for sure. I'm missing a lot. But it's not you don't have a choice. You're going to miss shit because there are days. If you do anything that takes a day, you're going to miss shit no matter what. Like, it is what it is.
Such a great fucking game. I really,
really
implore everybody in this chat to pick it up. You don't want to miss out on, when your kids being like, Dad, did you ever play the greatest JRPG of all time? And you're like, no, son, I didn't. You don't want to be missing out. You don't want to be the one left out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Don't fail your kids.
Don't tell me
you're not a real gamer, Dad. You didn't play Metaphor.
You didn't play Metaphor, Dad. No, son.
I was too busy playing Fortnite at the time, son. Like you don't want to be stuck like Chuck like that, bro. Pick it up, Metaphor ReFantasio.
Yeah, at least gotta play the demo. That should be a for sure for anyone. Just at least get that in.
Yeah,
the demo is great.
And I'll tell this to like some people: if you don't like turn-based games, that's fine. I completely get that, right? However, play this game for the story.
Oh yeah, story's great.
Story is a 10 out of 10 so far in my book, and I've just heard from a couple people that beat it already. They say if you think the game is good, like I'm like level 41, you're around like 40, 45 or something like that probably, right? They said just wait, bro.
That's crazy.
They said it gets good. I'm surprised that they aren't even developing an anime for this shit right now.
I could definitely see that coming in the works. So like their whole universe for this game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. See that.
Oh, I also forgot to mention what I was watching, bro. I was watching Vox Machina, bro.
I just saw that they dropped that season. They only have like 3 episodes now too, or something.
Yeah, I had to finish up season 2, bro.
Yeah,
so
I
can get
in season 2.
Yeah, shout out to Critical Role, bro.
I really enjoyed that show. The voice acting is really well done, and just the story, everything is just paced well. It's really well done.
What I love about the voice acting is that it's the same voice actors that play D&D. Yeah. Like it's for those that don't know, I'm a huge D&D head or whatever. And Critical Role is a show of like Matt Mercer, and his friend, and you've probably heard of a lot of these people like in voice acting, like for video games, like Last of Us. So there's so much, right? But they got around a table one day and was just like recording them playing D&D one day, bro. And they're all voice actors, so whatever character they're playing, bro, they are killing it at the table, right? And just watching that. But then they made a show about, their playtime or whatever, and it plays out. So, like some of the moments that I remember watching an episode of Critical Role and it's translating to the show, bro, I'll be dying my ass off, bro. Because I was like, that's what I visualized what was happening too. You know what I mean? It's so fucking cool, bro. It's so good. So yeah, I need to catch up to season 3. So yeah, y'all look up Matt Mercer, man. And then Matt Mulligan is also a fantastic fucking DM. And homegirl from True Blood, the redhead. And she's on Daredevil too. I forgot her name. She's a fantastic DM as well, bro. Dope as fuck. The lady that's acting for Ghost of Yodi, what's it called again? Not Ghost of Tsushima. Yotai. Okay. Yotai. The protagonist, that's doing the face work or whatever. She plays D&D too. Like you can watch her play D&D. She's fucking great too. That's hilarious. So it's like that whole crew's getting gigs like left and right for shit, bro. It's so dope. All right, we got to wrap it up, gang. Did y'all have any other pieces? Sorry that I feel like this chat gets bored when I talk about D&D, but I love it.
Oh, they engaged. Yeah.
But no, I love D&D. I need to find like a group to play online with. I should get like a bunch of black people to play, bro. That shit would be hilarious.
I'll play with you one day.
Yeah. It's hella fun. But Nova, hit us off, man. What you got going? I know you're gonna be back Thursday, of course. But
yeah,
what you got going?
Man, just being busy, man. But y'all can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday, man. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. Eastern time. Kick it with your boys. Come through. But no, I appreciate everybody stopping by with all the likes. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. And the subs. The subs been popping off lately. People been like, you know what? I want to be informed. I want to see when these boys going to go live. So if you haven't done that already, you know what I mean? Slide through. Show us some love, man. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.
Yeah. What you got, Scale?
What up? What's good, y'all? You guys can catch me on here Tuesday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You also can catch me streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. This was tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm going to be probably either playing some more Sparking Zero, or I'm gonna play Shadow, that Shadow Sonic X Shadow Generations, just to mix up my what I've been playing. I haven't played anything like that. So if you want to see some of that, come through. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for the donations and everything. We have 5K for the kids. It's lovely. Can't wait. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. So I've been pretty active on Blue Sky lately versus Twitter. Twitter's just fuck. That place has gotten fucking ridiculous. So I've been active on Blue Sky. So if y'all on Blue Sky, I need to start putting my Blue Sky link in the description below too. I kind of like it over there. It's actually people talking about games. You know, it's pretty dope. Damn, there was something I was gonna say, man, but I fucking just lost it, bro. Anyway, yeah, okay, guys, we will see y'all Thursday. Hit that like button if you can before you head out. Love y'all. Peace, blessings, all that. Peace.